Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Astropill. Thanks for tuning in. Today I'm very excited to play Layton's Mystery Journey, Katrielle and the Millionaires Conspiracy. Yeah, I've been a huge fan of Professor Layton for a very long time. Out of all the friends that I know, I think I'm the only one that's probably played through the entire series thus far. There's like the trilogy. Rather, not the trilogy. There's actually about 5 or so games on the DS. There's 2 on the 3DS. There's also Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright. I have played them all, and I love them. I'm not, like, the best at puzzles, but I do enjoy them. I love the music and the character art and just, like, everything about these games. Oh, by the way, I need to preface this with the fact that I don't think I'm doing a full playthrough of this at all. I just really wanted to introduce this to our audience, and this just came out maybe like 2 days ago or something like that. So I think I'm just gonna play an episode or so of this game, and yeah, let's dive into it. I'm so ready. In order to play Layton's Mystery Journey, you must agree to the terms of use. That is totally fine with me. Please wait a moment. By linking your device, you can upload your save game data. Okay, wait. To download save data, I don't have it from like my 3DS or anything because this game isn't out for the 3DS yet. Okay, let's do it. New game. There's DLC for this? Oh yeah, makes sense. Each game, oh, give me a second. I'm gonna raise the volume real quick. There we go, okay. So far, what was I saying? I got distracted. So far for the other games, they have DLC for just more puzzles pretty much. So enter a name for saved games. Let's just go ahead and go with Axus for now. Okay. All right. So I'm probably just gonna skip around for when it actually gets to the puzzles, because I'll probably just be sitting here in silence. Ooh, default settings are for video playback and landscape. Got it. So I'm gonna go, I'm gonna have to do some editing here. Flip that video around. But yeah, I might just skip around for, the puzzle parts. Okay, story time. Katrielle! Oh my god.
Daddy?
Oh my god. Oh, feelings.
Where are you going? Daddy?
I'm so nervous. What happened to Layton in this game? So, this isn't really a spoiler because it's a completely new and sudden fact that Katrielle is Layton's daughter. We have no idea who his wife is, how this came to be, how far in the future this is, what's happening to Layton. So, oh my god, what the heck? Why is that the first thing they open with? What? This is so sad. Oh my god, did Layton like freaking die or something? Or did he turn into a horrible father that left his daughter behind because he had to go search the world in search of puzzles? He's like, I'm sorry, I can't stay here with you, my daughter. Oh, she's so cute. Oh, I love her. I'm so excited. Oh, everyone at first, I was even gonna make this joke, but someone beat me to it, where they were like, she didn't get her father's eyes with the, like, and they photoshopped dot eyes onto her. I wanted to do that so badly. Oh man, I love the 2D animation in this game, or in this series rather, it's so good. Oh, she's so cute! She's even got a mini top hat! Oh my god.
Today's the day. My journey as a detective starts here.
She really reminds me of, oh crap, my mind's blanking right now because I'm like letting all of this sink in, but her name also started with E. Oh, how can I forget her name? There was another sidekick we have in one of the games who's like really badass. She's got brown hair. That's all curly. And anyways, I like her. I like everyone. I like all of this. Is she in search of her father? Oh, she practiced the pose. Wait, whoa, is this her already going on like tons of journeys? Or is this just a montage of her first day out? Opening theme music, girls. Hey, you have to pay for that. What the heck? What? Why? Why are they making Layton like the shadowy, mysterious, like abandoned? Oh, don't mind that. Wow, I have to like block off a weird side of the screen. Why are they making him out to be like that typical cliche, like not ever with you, mysterious father. Ooh, gotta flip the screen back.
I've opened a detective agency on one of London's most happening streets.
This is funny. She kind of sounds like Luke's actress, but playing a different character in the same series. I'm probably getting it entirely wrong, but it kind of sounds like him. Okay.
Any mystery solved. That's the Layton Detective Agency's motto.
She's kind of got like a soft-spoken, gentle voice.
I can't wait to find out what mysteries are waiting for me.
Okay. Oh god, I have to keep flipping the screen.
Yours faithfully, Katrielle.
She's even got the logo and everything. Okay. Lady and a tramp. Got it. Who is the tramp in this case? I'm ready. I'm ready to solve some puzzles. We got this. Ah, it's so gorgeous.
There, all done.
We have a dog sidekick? What? He's talking. He's talking. What is happening? What? Why? Why?
Who said that? Was it you?
Can you really solve any?
What? The mystery of why a dog can talk, probably.
You're not surprised?
It's only talking.
Only talk.
What?
Is it true? Huh? I want some proof. Can you?
What?
Really
What?
Seeing you hang that sign gives me an idea. Let's see you try your.
Okay, we're being challenged to a puzzle by a talking dog. Great. Okay, our first puzzle. Let's do it. Okay, the letter K has fallen down from the sign above the cake shop. Use the 3 triangles to make the letter K inside the box. You can move the triangles around by sliding them, and you can rotate them by touching them. When the K is formed, the success message will be displayed automatically. Place the triangles carefully. Okay, when you attempt a puzzle, be sure to read the explanation carefully. Touch the up arrow to the right of the puzzle summary text to display the explanation in full again on the top half of the screen. When you want to close it, simply touch close explanation. If you touch the down arrow on the other side of the puzzle summary text, the explanation will be shown on the bottom half of the screen. Oh, talking too fast. Lots of spit building up. In that case, you can close it by touching anywhere on the explanation window. Perfect. Thank you so much. So I'm assuming this is a negative space kind of thing where we form it with negative space. Okay, so I'm just gonna screw around. I'm just gonna mess around, see how things go. So this kind of looks like it'll form the right half, but this may not be the case because there's so much negative space left. So how am I gonna fill all that up? Okay, I got this. So yeah, again, I might fast forward if I end up taking too long on this kind of stuff and get real quiet, but let's see. This is kind of fun, having it on an iPhone. I mean, it's pretty much the same, like a 3DS, you know, there's like a touch screen that you can tap on, but this is pretty fun. Okay, wait. I'm already failing. Hey, can I move this piece out of the way real quick? Okay. Let's see. Oh my god, I finally got it. Holy crap, that took me way longer than it should have. And I claim to like visual puzzles. I'm such a faker. Okay, I'm glad I finally got it. You did it! The sign is fixed and the shop is open again. Care for a cake, anyone? That does sound good. That sounds very delicious right now. Holy crap, that took me so long. Let's see. Oh yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, picarettes are both a commodity you earn by completing puzzles and a measure of puzzle difficulty. The higher a puzzle's picarette value is, the harder that puzzle will be. Each time you get a puzzle wrong, the available picarettes diminish, so think carefully before you answer. So I didn't know that before, and I didn't know picarettes really mattered by the end. I guess they don't super matter, like you can just go a playthrough and just play however you want. But some people very obsessively would just restart every time they got it wrong and would just do the correct answer once they reach the correct answer and get full picarettes for the entire game. I never really bothered to do that. Oh, here we go. The special end of game save includes some bonuses, among which you'll find a top secret file. The more picarettes you've amassed while playing the game, the more earth-shattering the revelations you'll find inside it. Wow, that makes very dramatic sounding. Yeah, so the more picarettes you get, the more like bonus content you get. Oh, so can you explain? Oh, she's taking this very calmly.
Why don't you step inside?
So I know that Luke can talk to animals. I don't know. I don't think it's ever shown them actually talking is the thing. So maybe we're actually seeing this from the perspective of an animal person who can communicate with animals for once. And she's just coming across this for the first time and taking it very calmly.
Look at me. It's obvious.
Oh, it's a guy that got turned into a dog, maybe?
I can see that, and...
And? What?
All right then.
Oh.
And I have total amnesia.
Oh, is that your problem?
If I could just remember my parents, it might make more sense.
He's got a little dot on his head.
But not really me.
Are you a human that got turned into a dog?
Is that all?
No, that's not all.
What is happening?
I want to find out who I really am.
I don't know.
Oh, come on. I'm a talking dog.
Got anything else?
Yeah, do you have like money, like hard cash money you could pay me? Oh, okay.
A letter from the future. A relic from an ancient civilization.
These are all references to past games.
Nothing.
Well...
I'm afraid I can't help you then.
Perhaps it's fate.
Oh, wait, so she literally is just opening shop today.
Not everyone can hear
Oh,
me talking.
only the really crazy people.
Some can, some can't. It's very rare to find someone who can, actually.
Interesting that it's pronounced can and can't.
That dog.
Is this our assistant? Oh my god, he's a total nerd. I love him.
And here's another rare someone who can hear you talk.
Who's this?
Apparently, he's my assistant.
Oh, I see. He's like, she's real cutie. I've got to get in on that. I'm gonna help you.
Miss Layton?
This talking dog wants me to solve...
Why is she taking this so calmly? I guess because she's like been faced with a lot of different things in her life already.
Incredible, miss. Such a fascinating case from day one. Your reputation obviously...
Oh no, so he's like a nerd that like we don't even want around us. That's not so good.
Ernest Greaves, miss.
That's just what he's like.
Oh no, and he's one who can't read the atmosphere either. It's a total bomb combination in a bad way.
Anyway.
I can't even remember my own name.
Well, do you remember anything else at all?
I've got a vague memory of a tower or something
Wobble, wobble,
falling
wobble,
down,
wobble.
and then lightning flashing across the sky.
That's it.
Goodness, golly, not much.
Goodness golly.
Who asked you?
It certainly isn't. I've no other cases at the moment, so why not? I'll do what I can.
You will?
I want to like
That's
stab the
great.
dot on top of his head. It's just like a little target.
Even for man's best friend.
Oof.
Yeah, pay that cash money, man.
Well, here's the paperwork then. Now, you'll need a name.
Wait, he doesn't have a name?
Sure.
And you're just gonna name him? Oh, because it's amnesia, right?
You can't remember your name.
Oh, okay.
So, I've thought of one for you, with inspiration from the famous...
Oh, Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, that's splendid, sir. Being named after such a prestigious figure, I mean.
Like I said, who asked you anyway?
Look. Here. Sherl O.C. Combs.
O.C. Combs! O.C. Combs!
Stop calling me that.
Surely there's no need to get angry.
Ha ha ha, what a funny pun.
Are you in?
Ah.
Who's this?
Inspector
Whoa!
Hastings.
He's got a big head. He's got a big personality. Yeah, let's save our progress. Here we go. Okay. Oh no, it's the 3D thing. So, my biggest gripe with the transitions for the Layton games, Phoenix Wright did the same thing where it went from 2D to 3D as it jumped from the DS to the 3DS. Now, Phoenix Wright managed to make the transition fine. They actually made it work very well. It matches it quite well, and it broadens the horizons rather than limits it, I suppose. The transition from 2D to 3D just does not work that well with Layton. I know they like tried really hard and the animations kind of look fine and like the models. I don't know, it's just the whole charm of Layton is the 2D aspect of it. So I'm not the most happy with the whole 3D thing, but it's fine, it's fine. Oh no, I have to try and talk like them. You guys, if you have been following our Ghost Trick playthrough, you know that I'm very bad at British accents, so please excuse me, this is gonna be terrible. Inspector Hastings, whatever's the matter, is it matter or matter? It's probably matter. You look positively beside yourself. You won't believe what's happened. Who is this loudmouth, long-nosed nerk? Nerk? Is that what kind of insult is that? I'll start adding that to my vocabulary. He's got more collar than me. This is Inspector Hastings, Shirl, from Scotland Yard. Despite appearances, he's actually responsible for ensuring London's safety. What's that mutt doing here? Don't tell me you've gone and bought yourself a pet cat. A pet? A pet? Do I look like a pet? Don't answer that. It looks as though Inspector Hastings can't understand what you're saying, Shirl. Of course he can't. Like I said, it's an exclusive club. Most people just hear wolves and barks. And yet in a straw poll of those present here, 2 out of 3 are in the club. Very exclusive. I can't help it if Super Snitch here isn't one of the enlightened ones. What are you muttering about, cat? Sorry, Inspector. To answer your question, no, Shirl Heel isn't a pet. Rather, he's my very first client, the first to have signed on the dotted line and enlist my services. Well, strictly speaking, miss, he can't sign anything, of course. He's digitally impaired. Oh, I get it. Digit as in, like, finger digit. I thought, like, computers. I was like, there was no computers involved in this. An excellent observation, Ernest. Let me rephrase that then. I keep tripping over my words because accents are hard. Also, my nose infamously always runs when I look down. I hate everything. Let me rephrase that then. The first to have put his paw print on my paperwork. Is this some kind of wind-up? Well, anyway, we haven't got time to be discussing pets. I've got a case I need you on, Cat, and I need you on it right now. How intriguing. Why the urgency? Why do you need me in particular, Inspector? Because we all know you're the best, even though you've literally opened your agency today and you've never taken a case on before. Maybe you have, but today's supposed to be your first day as a detective. What? You've proved that when you helped me out in the past. With your little grey cells on the case, we'll have it solved in no time, I think. I hope. Well, probably. Wow, this guy surely, he has a lot of confidence in us. His confidence in you is inspiring, Kat. Don't you worry, Inspector. There's not a case in the world that Miss Layton couldn't crack. Any mystery solved. That's the Layton Detective Agency motto, you know? I can only do one accent. I don't know all the different various beautiful, what am I trying to say? Diverse, dialects out there in English, so I apologize. Well, let's hope you can put your money where your mouth is, because we need all the help we can get on this one. Perhaps it's time you told us what has actually happened, Inspector. Well, it's hard to believe, to be honest. I mean, you never expect something like that to get nicked. Something's been stolen. A burglary case, is it? Of sorts, yeah, but not your average run-of-the-mill burglary. This affects everyone in London and the whole of Britain. What? Gosh, really? Whatever could be so important? I think you better just come to the scene. Then I'll explain everything. That sounds like a very good idea. Lead the way. Hello, isn't there a little matter we're forgetting here? Wait, yeah, we're throwing this guy to the curb. Layton, that's not very... Katrielle, that's not very nice of you. What about figuring out my true identity? Also, the two gruff guys sound the same. Oh, yes, well, the trouble is, this new case just sounds a lot... Oh, Katrielle, come on! You are leaving this cute talking dog out to dry... Come on, that is so rude. You clearly did not learn well from your father. He was always a gentleman. He was always, like, very considerate of everyone else. Come on, girl! Interesting. You decide which cases to investigate based on how interesting they are, do you? Exactly. I'm glad you understand. Katrielle, come on. Well, pardon me for only being a talking dog. I must really try harder to be more interesting. Yeah, it's a freaking talking dog. Come on. Oh, now, Shirley, don't be like that. Your case is important to us, but we're experiencing a high volume of inquiries at present, and oh my god, you have one new inquiry. One. Never mind, clearly an inspector here has his knickers in a twist about something. Let him jump the queue if he has to. Poor dog, I'm so sorry. Be right back, I'm gonna go blow my nose. It is going insane right now, hold on. Okay, I am back. I don't know what it is, just like if I look down, you know, all the snot just wants to run out of my nose. It's just having a grand old time. All right, good, that's settled then. Now let's get to the scene and start investigating. Where are we going, Inspector? Just down the road as it happens, to Big Ben. Big Ben? The Elizabeth Tower, I presume. Not Burly Benjamin, who lives a few doors down, surely. Cool, cool. You're so nice to people. I don't know. Katrielle, man, I don't know. I mean, she's young and green. I understand, and maybe she wasn't raised by Layton, because maybe he was the father that was never present, and she never knew him, or something. Maybe that's why she's growing up to be inconsiderate. It's okay, she'll learn, I promise. So what's up? Is something gone that I'm unaware of? Is something about Big Ben gone? Oh, the other hand! This makes me think of those like random ridiculous villains out there in various comics that steal entire monuments, and I have no idea how it happens, like the entirety of the Liberty Tower. What? I'm confusing things because I'm staring at a tower. Statue of Liberty. That's definitely been a case in a couple things. Where do you even keep something that big? Where do you keep something that big? Okay. Good gracious, the hour hand, it's missing. Yep, I'm afraid so. It was reported to us this morning. So that's what this is all about? One of the hands? I can never get the A's right. One of the hands from the clock tower has been stolen? Unbelievable, isn't it? We've got to catch the hooligan who did it and get the yarn back quick smart. I can't talk like a British person, I'm so sorry. But there are 4 clock faces on the Elizabeth Tower aren't there? Even if this 1 hour hand is missing, the other 3 faces will still show the correct time, surely. So there's no problem here after all, so I don't have to do anything. Basically, what I'm trying to say is I don't want to really be a detective. I'm just putting on a front, I guess. Well, that's right. I mean, certainly, it may be a little inconvenient, but perhaps to describe this as affecting all of Britain, it's a little much. Isn't that rather an exaggeration? Yeah, my better off said the... Wait, yeah, my better off said the same thing, but it's much worse than a bit of inconvenience not knowing the right time. The problem is, we're due a visit tomorrow from Ambassador Fudu Fafa. Does that mean something in another language, and so it's some kind of pun that's, like, not funny to people who don't understand it? Fudu Fafa? I'm gonna say that's Fudu Fafa for now. Oh yes, I remember reading about it in the Times. It's the anniversary of the Treaty of Rome, isn't it? But what does that have to do with the Elizabeth Tower? The ambassador's going to be received at a venue inside of the Houses of Parliament in Big Ben Houses. I'm so sorry. This is why I can't do a full playthrough. This is gonna kill me. And as a symbol of the timeless friendship and cooperation given our 2 lands, they planned on giving him a present, the clock hand, and now it's gone. Oh, a pendant modeled on the hands of Big Ben. Oh dear. Also, I'm gonna let this episode run on a little longer. I kind of want to do at least like 1 or 2 more puzzles. There's always a lot of story in the beginning, obviously, because they want to set you up before they literally nonstop barrage you with puzzles. Like, every single person will ask you about a puzzle because that's what your entire life worth and reputation's based on in this world, apparently. But, yeah. Yeah, so you can only imagine that the conversation's gonna turn to the subject of the clock tower at some point, and it's not gonna look too clever if the Varians and the pendant is modeled on have been off, god damn it. Oh, now my runny nose is coming back. Off-inched by some low-life scoundrel the Met can't catch. Obviously, it'll be plastered all over the foreign press as well. It's a bloomin' disgrace is what it is. I see. So that's why you're intent on tracking down the culprit and recovering the missing hand before tomorrow's engagement. Exactly. We really need your help on this one, Kat. As you've clearly demonstrated from she's probably done a ton of stuff before that we don't know about, but still. Of course, I'll do everything I can. Our national pride is at stake here, as you say. Well, that's a relief. I was worried you'd turn me down. Obviously, Scotland Yard will be carrying on with its own investigations at the same time. It's all hands on deck. I've got officers scouring the area around the tower, so you can ask them if they've got any leads. Leave it to me, Inspector. We'll get started at once. Gosh, miss, it's so rousing when you take the bull by the horns like this. So, I know he means like, yeah, it's exciting, but all I can think is arousing. Because he's clearly extremely thirsty for our young lady here. Oh no, no, wait a minute. What now? Well, as this is our first case since the establishment of the Layton Detective Agency, I'd better show you the ropes, as in give you the tutorial. Let me explain how I like to carry out my investigations. Oh yes, please do, Miss Layton. Firstly, touch the magnifying glass, investigate icon at the corner of the lower half of the screen to switch into investigation mode. In investigation mode, the cursor on the upper half of the screen, half of the screen, changes to be a magnifying glass. God damn it. Slide on the screen as if you were drawing a line to move the magnifying glass around. Sometimes when you move the magnifying glass over a particular point, it will turn orange. So this was a change I think they made from the transition between the DS and the 3DS version. My god, I'm so sorry about sniffling all the time. Before, you had to wildly tap everywhere on the screen to look for hint coins, or just points of interest, I suppose. No, I think it was just hint coins, because otherwise you could very obviously see what were points of interest, like either talking to a certain NPC or something like that. So a lot of people made like jokes about that, where they would literally like wildly tap, like just like everywhere. It was really funny. But they changed it in later games where, just like this, you literally just have a little magnifying glass. It'll turn orange if there's something to make it easier for you. It makes it a lot easier, but at the same time, sometimes there are easy to miss coins still lying around. So I'm glad it's not like completely baby-fied. Know what I'm saying? I mean, it's not baby-fied. It just makes it easier because you don't have to tap everyone on the screen. But because it was tied to my like nostalgia and my childhood, I liked that part of it, even though it's completely tedious. So it's a good change. It's a good change. When you identify a point of interest like that, tap briefly on the lower half of the screen to find out what's there. It's not like the touch and slide motion you use to move the magnifying glass around, it's a short peck. You can also investigate anything that catches your eye on the upper screen simply by touching it. Okay. So slide on the lower half of the screen to move the magnifying glass around, then tap to investigate. Alright, I think I've got the hang of that. Got the hang of licking up boots. Yeah! Oh my god! Thank you, Cheryl! Thank you for saying something! Yep. Sorry, I mean, you're a fast learner, pinstripes. So let's get straight down to business and start investigating. Let's start with the top of that lamppost, shall we? Okay. Ooh, whoa! Okay. It moves a little differently than it would on the 3DS, I feel like. Alright. Yay! Hint coins! My favorite! Oh, I have to explain to you what this little coin is. Golly, a little coin drop down, look. Someone's been running around our city and hiding all these little coins, and that's not weird at all. Yes, that's a hint coin. They can buy you hints when you're solving puzzles. Of course, like real money, once you spend them, they're gone. So only use them when you really need to. You'll find them hidden in all sorts of places, so leave no stone unturned. I see, so hint coins are shy little creatures, aren't they? Just like you. Katrielle, please notice me, I love you. Come on, Kat, what are you dawdling there for, eh? The case, woman, the case! Now, Inspector, less haste, more speed. Investigations need to be carried out carefully, and above all, you must record everything at each step. Let me teach you how to save. Teaching Grandma to suck eggs, aren't you? Sick burn, Inspector Hastings! Let's just go over the most important items in my bag. Here's my chapstick, and my lipstick, and my wallet. Touch the bag icon in the corner of the lower half of the menu screen to open up the bag menu. Kat's journal contains all my notes about the investigation so far, very useful for recapping. I might just kind of skip through this. I think I basically know what to do. There's the puzzles, there's clothes. Oh, in this game, you can change my clothes. That's a cool new, wonderful little new feature that I'm very excited about. I would love to have dressed up Luke and Layton in the previous game, so I'm very excited to dress her up. Blimey, got enough in that bag of yours, Kat? Ever heard of tidying? It's this crazy idea we actually get rid of stuff you don't need. Oh no, it's perfectly fine as it is. The trick with any handbag is to know where to find everything and what to use when. Cool. Good, that's covered the fundamentals of the investigative process. So, now it's time to put the theory into practice and investigate the clock tower. The clocks are awfully high off the ground though, aren't they? Then you must zoom in, Ernest. Oh my god, okay, here's how you zoom in. You gotta tap a thing, and then you tap it again, and then you can tap other places to go, like, zoom out and stuff. Okay, oh my goodness. Alright, I'm looking at it, I'm investigating it. It's true, the shorthand really is missing. Ah, but of course, the other clock faces all have both hands. Yeah, oh wait, yeah, it's a yeah. It's only on the one side that the shorthand's been taken. The other three are unaffected. Oh, so it's just one shorthand that we're looking for? Even a shorthand from one of the clocks on the Big Bang clock tower would be a very sizable object, not something that would disappear easily. Obviously, we've searched all around the clock face as well as the base of the tower. Well, that hand's just disappeared into thin air. This is turning into a very interesting case indeed. A quarter of London doesn't know what time it is, and you call it interesting. All right, now that we know what we're dealing with, it's time we started investigating. We should start by stepping back and looking at the bigger picture again. So zoom out. Okay, I know what to do. I understand. Okay. All right, do we have enough talking now? We have to solve this before Ambassador Fudufafa arrives tomorrow. Let's begin by asking Inspector Hastings' team what they've learnt so far. That's right, why do the work yourself when you can get someone else to do it for you? Cheryl speaks the truth, bro. Nonsense, Cheryl. We can't afford to duplicate effort, that's all. Of course. Come along then, you two. No time to lose. Coming, miss. I'm like a little puppy dog, honestly. Me and the dog should really switch places with how reversed our roles are. All right. The Elizabeth Tower actually joined on to the Palace of Westminster, I see. Can I do some puzzles? Maybe less plot, more puzzles, just for the rest of this episode? Okay, can you summarize what you found so far? Blah, blah, blah. That's okay. Oh, this is actually important. Okay, 6 hours, blah, blah, blah. It's about the size of it, and wasn't anybody else okay? I got officers asking locals if they've seen anything, and blah, blah, blah. We just don't have that kind of time. All right. Oh, we're actually solving something. Oops, I totally didn't read any of that. 6 hour window. Uh-oh. I feel like I should have read that, but maybe I'm just trying to fit this in the right place now? Can I rotate, or am I just looking for this piece where this fits? Okay. You found a clue, 6 hour window. What? Wait, what? What's happening? According to, okay, as your investigation progresses, you'll unearth certain key pieces of information that form clues. Each case has 6 clues to uncover, and once you've found all 6, you'll be able to solve the case. Clues may arise from statements that appear to have nothing to do with anything. Can use our sleuthing skills to piece it all together. So if we get an important piece of information, it just like forms into this visual thing so that we can literally fit it together in our mind, I suppose. All right, and okay, refresh your memory about it. Okay, cool. So we got one little piece down. Nice. Oh, it's so exciting to investigate a case at last. Well, what do we do first, miss? We'll start by investigating members of the public, Ernest. Gosh, that sounds like proper detective work. You're actually proper detectives, maybe. I really came to the wrong place. Why am I still hanging around you lot? I should probably go find real people. Oh, but they're the ones who actually understand him, so I guess he doesn't have too many choices. Let's find out if anyone around here has noticed what's wrong with the clock tower and if they might have useful information for us. And also puzzles! There are rather a lot of passers-by here, aren't there? How do we know who to ask? The more people we talk to, the better, so let's get started. Blah, 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 la, 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 la. Oh, I'd like to talk to some people like this guy. Give me a puzzle. Top of the morning to you. Got a quick minute to answer a few questions? Oh, all right. I'm investigating the extraordinary disappearance of the Little and of Big Ben. I can't. My nose is running so much. Either you happen to see anything around these parts last night, such as, for instance, a person or persons transporting a large hand-like object. Oh my god. Gosh, he gets straight to the point, doesn't he? He's asking the very questions I was about to ask him. Where's me manners, eh? Sorry, I'm Douglas Dirt. Everyone calls me Doug. I'm a reporter with the London Times, see? Are you readers at all? Oh, I'll say, personally, I think the London Times is the best paper in the city. Haha, you're too kind, lad. Though I do blah blah. Okay, you know what? Are you gonna give me a puzzle? I would very much like to have a puzzle. Oh my goodness! Oh man. Okay, there's an exclamation mark around here meaning someone has a puzzle for me, right? There we go! Maybe?
Well, how long's it been, you say?
How long? I'm sorry, do we know each other? I think this is a recurring character that shows up. He gives like little tips and stuff. I'm fairly sure I've never met you before, sir.
Know each other? Anyway, yes. In a way, no. I'm talking to the player, not you.
I think his scarf's too tight.
People are like leaves washed along in a river, sometimes meeting, sometimes parting.
You've rather lost me, I'm afraid. I don't suppose you noticed anything about the Elizabeth Tower last night, did you?
I was already dreaming sweetly by nightfall yesterday.
You're an early sleeper, aren't you? So you wouldn't have seen anything.
Is that all you wanted? I tell you what, how about a little
Puzzle! Yay! Thank you so much. I say a puzzle. Totally fine. I'm gonna let's get completely off track from the case and just sit here and spend like 30 minutes on this. Totally fine. The world is full of puzzles, Ernest. Sometimes during the course of investigation, people do come up with puzzles for you to solve. It's all part of the process. So let's see what sort of puzzle we're dealing with here. Let's completely distract ourselves from the case. All right, let's do it! The clock is currently showing the time as 3:30. It'd be nice if the hands of the clock would show midnight. What? Why? Because it is midnight? What would be the minimum number of places you'd need to touch on the clock to show the desired time? Okay, wait. The clock is currently showing the time as 3:30. For some reason, we're being very willful and we want it to say midnight. What would be the minimum number of places you'd need to touch on the clock to show the desired time? Okay. Touch the answer frame to display the letter input, and when you confirm it, they'll appear in the letter frame, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so because this clock does not have numbers, if we really wanted to, all we'd have to do is move the small hand to the bottom, and we could flip the clock upside down, and that would display 12 o'clock. So, we'd have to touch it once to move the hand, and we'd have to touch it a second time to flip it upside down. Because we could just move the hand, but then it would say 6:30. So we'd have to flip it upside down to make it say 12. So I'm going to say 2. I'm going to go with 2. Whoa! A whole keyboard comes up. All right, let's go with that, yeah?
I've seen how to solve this now.
Oh no! I got it wrong!
Good.
Oh dear. How to get the clock to show midnight. Can you think of a way? Yeah, so is it 1? Is it 1? I'm gonna say 1 and be very bitter about that not being the right answer. About 2 not being the right answer. Let's try 1. Let's try 1.
This should do it, I think.
What? Okay. Maybe I'm on the wrong track. Oh no! Let's think. Okay. Minimum number of places you'd need to touch on the clock to show the desired time. Is it more or less? So is it like 3 or 0? See, they don't always go for, they usually try and discourage the straightforward answer. So like the straightforward answer would be you'd move the small hand to the top, you'd move the long hand to the top. So I guess that would be 2 times, right? Oh, okay, so I was like overthinking it earlier and arriving at the same conclusion as the normal one. So, if the straightforward answer is 2, because we're moving both of the hands to the top, that means they probably are thinking some sort of ingenious way where you could do it without touching the clock at all. I'm completely guessing by this point. I'm not sure where they're trying to go with this. It shouldn't be more than 2, because again, that's the straightforward answer. Usually I try and think of some ingenious way to do things with less effort. So, let's say 0 and get it wrong, yeah?
I've seen how to solve this now.
What? Why? Okay, explain to me, puzzle. Explain to me. There was no need to oh, come on! It said it would be nice if it displayed it as midnight, as in I want that to happen right now because I'm a kid and I'm bored. I'm just sitting here by this clock waiting till midnight for some reason. Come on, okay. I don't want to spoil this puzzle, but there is a puzzle early on in one of the 3DS games. I'll be very vague about it. I won't even mention the subjects in it, but the answer was that you didn't have to do anything because something would have happened eventually. And I thought that was utter BS. Like they like completely led you wrong. I mean, that's what Layton games are all about, but I feel like some of them are a bit like, come on, really? This is one of them. Anyways, you know what? We're gonna leave it off there. That was a really long episode, but I just wanted like a good first taste into this game. I'm very excited to play the rest of this game for myself. If anyone is interested, I'd be more than happy to play some more on the channel. I can always start a new save file for my own personal file, and I can continue this one if you're interested, so please let me know. If anything else, please play this game for yourself. I believe with this one, you don't need to have played the previous ones. I'm not sure. They probably will tie the story together very directly in some way, but I mean, go ahead and play this one if you'd like to. You can dip your toes into it. Play all of Layton. Layton is awesome. And okay, thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time. This is Axus, over and out.